As we discussed on a previous podcast, cancel culture has claimed another conservative. This time, Gina Carano, the female lead in The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, has been fired because she posted a picture, an explanation of the picture on Instagram of Jewish people back before World War II, and she explained that at the time, what the German government would do is turn your neighbors against Jewish people, so that what would happen later would be easier to swallow for everybody. If you make them the enemy, things become easier when you decide to do really messed up stuff. Because Gina is an open conservative, fans of the show and Disney itself decided to put two and two together and assume that she was equating being a conservative in the United States with being a Jewish person in Nazi Germany. Obviously, that's not what she was saying, but yes, she was saying that, what our government is doing is turning people against conservatives intentionally so that they can do whatever they want and nobody feels bad about it. She's right. But that's neither here nor there. Really, the big issue is that Disney employs another person, the male lead on Mandalorian, whose name is Pedro Pascal. Pedro has had two separate situations that were almost identical to Gina. I would actually argue they're far worse. Pedro did two different things. One was he posted a picture of Nazi Germany, and then he posted a picture of kids in cages in the United States in 2018. Now, here's the problem. The picture that he posted from 2018 wasn't from 2018. It was from 2006. It was not in America. It was actually in Pakistan. And they were not in a cage. They were actually waiting in line in a meal line, basically. So that got no uproar from anybody that are fans of the show or Disney itself. Okay, and I'm fine with that. As I've said before, I believe in the First Amendment. I believe in free speech. I don't mind what you say. You can feel free to be a complete moron like Pedro is. That's on him. The second thing he did was he compared wearing a red MAGA hat to the Nazi symbol, the swastika. Again, you want to be an idiot, be an idiot. I don't have any issue with that. I do have an issue with the double standard. That is a completely different argument. Do I think that we should be firing one person for a post because it's conservative, while still employing another person who's said far more, vicious things, tweeted far more vicious things, and he's still employed because he's a liberal? That's not how it's supposed to work, but that's where we are. Now, my bigger issue is really with Disney itself. Disney, as I stated in a previous pod, they filmed Mulan in a province of China where the Uyghurs are actually being killed, raped, men having things shoved up their rear end, women being forced to have abortions. These are happening. It actually got called a genocide by the United States less than a month ago. Yet Disney knowingly filmed in that region of China and was protected by the group that is carrying out these terrible acts. They even put them into the credits, a thank you to them. That is messed up. Now, it's not all bad, because Gina, like a true champ, she got back on her feet with the help of a person I have a lot of respect for, Ben Shapiro in the Daily Wire. Ben Shapiro heard about what happened, so he called Gina and offered to have her produce and star in a movie on the Daily Wire website. The Daily Wire, if you didn't know, has gotten into the media business. They just released last month a movie called Run, Hide, Fight. I just watched it today. It was phenomenal. Honestly, for the budget that they have, it was really, really good. I signed up because of Gina. I have been wanting to. I just hadn't really gotten that extra nudge yet. But then, once that Gina signed on, Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire offered 25% off to become a member. It's pretty good. If you want to do the same, you just go to dailywire.com, sign up, and at the end, when you're about to pay, there's a promo code area. Just put in Gina. 25%, just like that. Great movie, worth the money. I'm not paid by them. I don't know them. I don't know Ben. I don't know anybody at the Daily Wire, and I don't know Gina. But it is a worthwhile cause, and this is how we fight back. This is how we do it. If we are going to survive this purge by the left, then we need to separate ourselves from the left. We cannot be relying on Hollywood, which is all leftist, our media, which is all leftist, our social media, that's all leftist. All of these institutions are all liberal. So we got to build our own. That's what Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire are doing, and I have absolute respect for it. I have absolute respect for Gina for getting back on the horse and getting back in the ball game. It took her less than 24 hours to get back on her feet, and I absolutely respect her for it. Good job. I'm excited. Again, if at any point you do want to catch Run, Hide, Fight, go to Daily Wire, put in Gina into the promotion code, and then once that the next movie comes out, starring Gina Carano and produced by Gina Carano, you'll be able to watch that too. Things are about to get very interesting, folks. It's time to fight back.